Hey everyone out there, today we're going to be making duck meatballs with sauce over penne. First we're going to start off by making the sauce. Starting with a medium sized saucepan set on a medium heat, lightly add your olive oil. Next add your minced garlic to the pan. Cook garlic in olive oil until browned. Make sure to lightly stir so garlic does not burn. Add in your can of tomato paste. Be sure to incorporate it with the browned garlic. Fill the paste can with warm water, mix and pour into the pan. Simmer the tomato paste for about 5 minutes, stirring frequently. Next add the stewed whole tomatoes. We use 3 quarts, which yields about 6 to 10 servings of sauce. After simmering for 10 minutes, we used an immersion blender to help break down the tomatoes. If you don't have an immersion blender, a normal blender will work just fine. To do that, you would have to pour pan contents into the blender and pulse. We then added a heaping tablespoon of basil and parsley to the sauce. Then added salt and pepper to taste. After mixing, move the pot to the back burner and allow to simmer on low for about an hour. On to making the meatballs. Start off by making sure you properly clean off the duck meat. We used a 60-40 ratio of duck to pork fat. We then used a digital scale to help assure the correct mixture of meat. You can find pork fat easily at your local butcher shop. Keep in mind, it is easier to grind the meat if it is partially frozen. To make things easier, cut pork fat into 1-inch pieces. To help attain a good grind mixture, stagger the pork fat with the duck meat. Roughly, you want 2 duck breasts to 1 cube of pork fat. After we let the ground mixture chill for about 30 minutes in the freezer, it's time to add some more ingredients to the meatballs. To start things off, we added 4 eggs. Next, we added about 1.5 cups of crushed saltine crackers. Mix thoroughly to make sure you incorporate the eggs and the saltine crackers. Next, you add the basil, parsley, garlic powder, and last but not least, 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese. Using your hands, begin forming the meatballs to your preferred size. We chose to make ours pretty large, just under the size of a tennis ball. Now the meatballs are prepped and ready for the frying pan. In a frying pan over medium heat with a little olive oil, cook meatballs until they're not pink in the center and have a little crispy outside. Once meatballs are cooked thoroughly, transfer them to the pot with the simmering sauce. Thanks for checking out our video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more wild game cooking. Be sure to leave any feedback, whether you liked the recipe or have any questions below.